Hi everyone. I think we're live. I'll just confirm. Hi. Hello everyone. Um, I'm so sorry about the delay that happened. Uh, my webcam was giving me a lot of problems, and there were a number of issues, and I'm really sorry about the delay. Um, hey, okay. Please confirm Iqbal that my camera is working. You can hear me and you can see me well. There's no lag. I'm streaming alone after a long time and I'm a little nervous. Hey, so many people are here. Thank you so much. Late OP. I'm really sorry about it. I was supposed to start streaming at 10 and I was really excited about it. And it didn't turn out well eventually. But hey, so many people are here. Hi Rohit, I'm really sorry about the delay, but we've started yet. I hope you're still watching. Uh, hey Snehasis, thank you so much. Hey, hi guys. How are you? How is everyone doing? I think we are streaming together after a long time when it's just you and I. And hey, Anandita is here as well. So glad. But yeah, this is nice. And I think the last time we streamed was on my birthday, but it's nice. I'll stop saying nice in some time. So, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is keeping safe and taking all the necessary precautions, especially the people who are living in India. Wear your masks and do not go out unless and until it's absolutely necessary. I don't know why we keep on talking about this on the channel, but it's just feels so important. Take care of the people around you, be kind to people. Times are getting so tough, everyone is agitated. So just be a little extra kind to the other person. Um, hey, hi Harsh, hi Kana. There's no lag. Yay. So actually the reason why we got delayed was because there was so much lag in my video. I was speaking something and then there was a good 30 to 40 seconds lag and we were trying to figure what would work. And then eventually I had to download another app. Not download, but I had to use another app and then that worked. But yeah, hey, Zaki is here as well. Saptarshi is here as well. How is everyone doing, guys? 100 people are watching us. Guys, please like the stream. And in case you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel as well. But yeah, hey, Tanmay is reading Mouse currently. Nice. How far are you in? How many of you are actually reading along in a book a month for the month of May? I just started with Watchmen today. About an hour ago. I'm still on the first page, but I hope I can complete the extra read that we had set for a book a month, which is Watchmen. Mouse Parte Parte, just let me know how many of you are actually enjoying Mouse. How many of you are done like what's your progress with a book a month? Um, Hey, Shivastis is saying who wants to go out when you guys conduct such awesome quiz. Hey, and all the credit goes to Hindol. He's working really hard with his friends Chinmoy and yeah, he's working really hard with his friends. Completed Mouse Part 1 on to Part 2. Yes. It's actually amazing. Hey, so Rohit has actually commented. I think he's commenting about my latest video. My recommendation wasn't even a recommendation. I just read extracts. I am so sorry. I thought well, in any case, that's a good segue into the book that I recommended today. This is a book that I'd been dying to recommend to you for a long time. I know a few months ago, I think it was just initial episodes, like it was one of the initial episodes. It was episode 8 when I had recommended Things I Don't Want to Know, and which is the first part of this autobiographical series. If you haven't seen the video yet, do watch it. But I had recommended it then, and I hadn't really like it was a brilliant read, and I wanted people to pick up the book if they like it. But in any case, I quite recently read the second book in the series, which is Cost of Living, and that is the book that I talk about in today's episode. And yeah, it's one book that I think everyone should pick up, primarily because of this one particular extract that opened my eyes and made me respect every every woman I have in my life, especially the ones who are my senior. But yes, yes, Akshat, I totally hear you. Uh, hey, Mr. Pink is here. Kalpana has never read a book, guys. Let's just motivate her. So, Kalpana, I like. Well, it's a personal choice if you want to read or not. But if you're interested in actually picking up a book, you can actually join our a book a month club where we read one book every month and we discuss it on the last Thursday of I don't know where I was looking. My camera is here. Sorry, where we read one book every month, and on the last Thursday of each month we discuss it. We sit down and discuss it. There's a live stream. Some of the people participate as well. But yeah, okay. Nick is not able to buy books. A great option is ebooks. This is something I discovered this year itself, and I'm so happy for this because I realized reading ebooks. I mean, sometimes I used to look down upon ebooks and audiobooks, but I think they are wonderful. My one problem with audiobooks is that you can't read, like, see anything, and then it just gets it becomes a podcast experience. But if you like it, it's great. Okay, there are so many comments. Ria read Kafka on the Shore. Hey, I hope you liked it, dude. Sneha C is sending all the good wishes for the channel. Godspeed. Thank you so much. Um, okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Noel. I hope I'm getting it right. Mouse and I have become like Joey and The Shining. When I see the book, I kind of go, "Main darta nahi hu tujhse," in my hair and go about my day. We'll probably pick it up when the sun comes up. That's a great decision, you know. Like when I was reading Mouse, I remember being a little agitated, and it took me about 3 to 4 days to finish it. Um, had it been like regular normal times, I would have finished it much sooner. But because the times are a little tough, the book takes a toll on you. But I was reading this article today. It was on survivor's guilt. And wait, before that, I'll address Saptarshi's comment. How are you, Vani? Hope you're not stressed and you are staying safe and well. Yes, Saptarshi, I'm doing really well, and my family and friends are also safe. Everyone at Chalchitra Talks is doing fortunately very well. And take care, yeah, take care, all of you. And yeah, okay. Mm, I think I was answering. Oh, so I was reading this about this. Just give me 1 second. I'll just address. Yeah, I'm really sorry. But yeah. So I was reading this article today and it was about survivor's guilt. And I thought even though Mouse is a little depressing book, it can get a little difficult for you to read at places. It can get a little difficult for you to read at places. It talks about survivor's guilt, which is very real. And I was reading this article and I was seeing how people who survived COVID sometimes also feel guilty about surviving because they see all these people who are dying and passing and are falling extremely sick. So there's this survivor's guilt. And this is something that Mouse brilliantly shows. One of the many reasons why I'm not taking the author's name is because I'm pretty certain I'll pronounce it incorrectly. But the book brilliantly portrays it's just not about Holocaust anymore. It's about people who survived the war. And it talks about survivor's guilt, which was something I wasn't very familiar with. And it also talks about how generations after generations suffer because of one one incident, one major incident in history. Okay. So yeah, Rupendra just discovered our channel, and yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. Um, Sneha sees how do you become a patron on our channel? So there's a link in the description box below. It will be there, and you can sign up and become a member of our YouTube community or a patron. Um, The link should be in the description box below. If you're still facing some problem, you can write to us at vaani@chalchitratalks.com or vaibhav@chalchitratalks.com or saurabh@chalchitratalks.com, and we'll help you through it. And what are you guys reading these days? Hey, Puneet is here. So thank you for finally building an affinity to ebooks. Right. So he's a very good friend, and we used to argue about ebooks and Kindle. And I was totally against Kindle, but now I'm in love with it. But yeah, this is amazing. Um, I'm just going through the comments and I'm just seeing if we can address anything. But yeah, so right now I am okay. Shreya Nag has written, I'm so sorry. Shreya Nag has written, your live sessions really helped me get out of my reading slumps. That's absolutely great. So, hi Vani, where's the book club link? I want to join up. I'm reading Shoe Dog and about to finish it, planning to start Mouse next. But in any case, hey, there's a link in the description box below, Dhananjay, and you can check it out there. And yeah, hey, someone read Dear Zari. Okay, when people read the books that I've recommended and they come back with feedback, and if it's especially good, I particularly love it. Hey, I read Dear Zari on your recommendations. Eh, Thank you so much, Shivangi. You should definitely check out. So, Dear Zari, not something like Dear Zari, but I am picking up Sex and Lies. I'm not sure who the author is, but it talks about women of Philip. I think I'm getting the name of the place wrong, so I won't even try. It's about how women of a certain country, I'm not sure, I can't remember the country now, but it's about how they are restrained and how they practice dual lives. And in case you need another recommendation, there's this book that I recommended today in my episode. You can check that out as well. It's absolutely brilliant. Have I read Five Point Someone? Yes, I have. But if yes, can you recommend any of such books? Mm, I am not sure. I'll have to think on that because I haven't read a book like Five Point Someone in a long time. Because I think I read that when I was still like quite young, and and post that I did not really pick up a book like that. But having said that, you can write to me at vaani@chalchitratalks.com, and I'll just if I remember any book, I'll just write back to you. You should definitely pick up Becoming by Michelle Obama. Hey, Krushika, that's actually a great suggestion. But yeah, that's a great suggestion. But I also have a recommendation if you haven't heard. So you can also listen to Becoming on Audible, and because Michelle Obama narrates the story herself, and this is one of the books that I haven't read, but I've listened to it, and it was such a brilliant experience because Michelle Obama narrates the story herself, and it's a brilliant experience. Oh, okay. So Nand Kumar is reading Aunt Julia and the Scriptwriter, Brothers Karamazov, and a few short stories by P. Padmarajan. Hey, that's interesting. Like, what are your favorite short stories? Because I think like we can most so we used to do this thing on the channel which we don't do anymore because we realized nobody likes to read along. But we used to do this thing on Thursdays where Weber and I would pick up a short story and we would read. And by the time we were done reading, only 25 to 40% of the janta would be left. So we never did that again. Joel, I hope this is the correct pronunciation. I'm usually a non-fiction reader of late, but I've started with a bit of fiction. Done with Relic and that's great. Let me know how your experience is. So I was, well, there's not much to add. Oh God, there are so many new people here. I'm so glad there are so many people here. Rupesh has asked an anti-stress book, and this is something. So there's this episode that I did. I don't know. I keep on going back to the episodes that I've done, but there's this book called A Book of Simple Living, and this is something I recommend to everyone. It's by Ruskin Bond. I don't know why I have this book Like, so a friend of mine, if you're watching this, please return me that book. Please send me back my book. I love it to bits, but I've downloaded it on Kindle because I just love going back to it. Every time I'm anxious, I just open it and I read it, and it just calms you down. Because it's not essentially a direct self-help for being in the present, but the way Raskin Bond has written it, it just forces you to experience what is around you, and that just brings you back to the moment and just calms you down. Hey, Jaideep has already ordered the cost of living. So that's thanks, man. It's a wonderful, wonderful read. I think this is one of the books. I get very emotional when I talk about Deborah Levy, and when I read Things I Don't Want to Know, it was such a beautiful experience because I kind of related to how she's quiet and an introvert self. But when you grow up, you realize you can't hide inside your shell, or you have to build your own personality, right? And especially when you're a writer, what do you do when you're actually quiet in real life? Do you still try to be strong, or do you go for something that's very strong, or do you pretend to be loud even when you're actually very quiet? How do you translate that into writing? And she says, I first had to learn how to be loud. I had to pretend how to be loud. Then I learned how to be loud. Then I was so loud. And then there came a point when I realized that I just had to be myself in my writings, even if it was being quiet. So she first wrote very loudly, if you may understand. And then she just, over years, learned how to write. And that wasn't loud at all, but it was perfect for her. It was enough. And the way she writes Things I Don't Want to Know, it's about her 40s. And if you're someone who's trying to discover themselves, especially if you're a woman, you would love Things I Don't Want to Know. And Cost of Living is something that I would recommend because it just, I called up my mother after reading Cost of Living, especially one of the chapters, because it talks about, I have it open. No, I don't have it open, but I remember the page number. It's about this. She tells you that she talks to you about the paradox of being a mother. When you're too close to your children, you're suffocating them, but when you're too away, it feels like they feel you've abandoned them. And it's only a miracle that our mothers get through the double, like through this tension that we put them through. And then she says, I mocked the dreamer in my mother, and then I insulted her for not having dreams. And I thought I was so guilty of it. I still feel so guilty about it, but that's that's the one thing that I absolutely love about this book, The Cost of Living. Hey, 181 people are watching us, guys. Please like the stream as well. It just helps us a lot when you like our streams because it gets recommended further. Hey, there are so many new names. It's a little overwhelming, but yeah, you should review more nonfiction books. Harvinder, I've definitely tried. I'm still discovering a lot of nonfiction books, so we're trying to maintain the balance in a book a month. But it's a great suggestion. I'll definitely pick it up. Thank you. Hey, new people, OP is trending. Dhananjay, I go by the same name, Vaani Mahesh, everywhere. Um, please pick Educated. It's a great book. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I'm actually planning to read it. What do you think about Dostoevsky and Camus? I haven't read a lot of Dostoevsky um, in order to comment on him and his writing, but I actually, when I read Albert Camus for the first time, I was overwhelmed because it was like, hey, this guy gets what I'm feeling. But then I just realized after some time, the existentialism just did not sit right with me. Um, but yeah, hey, Chetan is here. That's one name I know. But yeah. Oh, who's the author of Cost of Living? It's Deborah Levy. And I would definitely, so if you check out her other books, they don't have a great, they don't have great read, they don't have a great, what do you call, rating. Sorry, I was confusing reading with the recommendation or the, what's the third one? It's rating. They don't have a great rating. It's not above 4 on Goodreads. But if you pick up her autobiographical series, you will realize the characters. You will realize where the women come from. And that's it. She's the love of my life. I don't know until when, but she has become the love of my life. Okay. Do you ever feel like having a midlife crisis? Hey, Devdutt, I never feel like having a midlife crisis. Do I go through one? I think that's existential crisis. I don't believe my midlife is yet to. It's very stupid. I try to be funny. Do you think everything is really meaningless, or is there a meaning to every single thing? It has become a philosophical stream. Hey, Mrunme, I genuinely sometimes feel everything is meaningless. Uh, but that's just sometimes when I'm pretty low, and but then I immediately snap out of it. Because that's the only inspiration, right? You have to learn as much as you can while you. Okay, wait. I have the perfect answer to it. I don't remember the exact quote, but this was one of the streams that we did. Weber was there, and there was this Australian singer-songwriter that we had. It was Stu Larson. He is an amazing singer-songwriter. Do check out his music if you don't know him already. And he said this, and that was one. Those were like that was one period where I was struggling with this question, like, why am I doing whatever I'm doing? Because I was just distracted in my life. And he mentioned this one quote by some great person, I don't remember. And he said, wait, if everyone decides to leave everything because everything is meaningless, who will contribute to what we have here? So if you're a poet, if you're a writer, if you're a painter, go out there and paint the city, write beautiful lines, do whatever you can, because that is what will save everyone on this planet. And I think that has stayed with me. And therefore, since then, I've never felt that anything is meaningless. You just want to add more and more of whatever you can selflessly to whatever is there. But yeah. But if you read dystopia, I don't know. Hey Sriram, we do have a Discord server for discussions. If any of our moderators are watching this, please share a link in the description or in the chats. Um, there are so many books that have made me cry. Hey, how? Okay, so if you were to recommend a book to me, in terms of a book that made you cry, what book would it be? I started reading A Little Life, then I realized I can't read it at, like during this time because it just made me a little more emotional. But yes. Can I read Chetan Bhagat's book? Yeah, of course, Ujjwal. If you want to, of course you can. There's no like read whatever you want to, guys, as long as you're reading. That's and growing your mind. Be open to whatever you. Okay, there are just three things that you should keep in mind. I just said three. I don't know why. But one is read whatever you want to. But B, read it with an open mind. Just don't take whatever the author says at face value. Try to build your own perspective. And three, try to read um, a variety of books. Don't just stick to fiction or non-fiction, self-help. Or I've been guilty of that, but now I'm trying to like get as many books as I can under my umbrella, and it absolutely feels really well. No, Nathan, I haven't read The Silent Patient. I haven't even heard of the book. I'm really sorry. Could you share the author and a little bit more about the book as well? Um, my school syllabus will make you cry. This is what you used to feel when we were in school. Um, I'm new here. Which book should I start first? Hey, Shrey. So there's this amazing channel. You've already found it. I sound so self-indulgent, but there is this amazing person who recommends books there. And if you start from chapter one, if you start from episode one of book recommendations, you for sure will find a book that you like. Most of the books can be read when you are, I think most of the books can be read while you are, I don't know, you will find something. And most of the books can be read if you're a new reader, majority of them. But yeah, Man's Search for Meaning is an amazing, amazing book. Just give me a minute, guys. Ikigai. Ikigai made you cry. Have you read 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak? I have. If you actually want to discover more of Elif Shafak, so a lot of people actually talk about Elif Shafak and her 40 Rules of Love and other novels as well. But I've almost never heard anyone talk about The Architect's Apprentice, which is my personal favorite book by Elif Shafak. I am selfish there. There are certain parts that I like, but you should definitely check that out if you liked 40 Rules of Love. Okay. The Silent Patient is a shocking psychological thriller. No wonder I have not read it. Of a woman's act of violence against her husband and of the therapist obsessed with uncovering her motive. Hmm. Nice. Rahul, okay, I don't, so if you email me, I think I'm probably more responsive. It takes me some time, but I always try to respond on emails if in case, like sometimes I miss it unintentionally, but I mostly reply to my emails. The other platforms sometimes go unnoticed. Hey, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. So I was reading the book, then lockdown happened and I left it elsewhere. So yeah. How many pages of Mouse have I read? I finished the book, yeah, Varun, a few weeks ago, but I'm really looking forward to the read. If you guys don't know, there's an additional book that we're reading because I knew all of you are great readers. You'll finish it super soon. So we are also reading Watchmen. But for some reason, I'm just struggling to pick up Watchmen. I think because of Mouse and because I read a couple more graphic novels. And then probably what I'm reading right now is a lot of masala. And it's interesting. I cried after reading Wonder. Hey, that's a beautiful book. Gone with the Wind. How is Complete Mouse going for you? How far are you? Do you like reading more than one book at a time? Yes, I usually try to read more than one. I'm so sorry if I'm not able to address every comment. They're just coming. So if you desperately want me to answer something, feel free to give a super chat. And I will for sure pick up the one. There's also this book that I'm reading right now. I don't know if I should talk about it. I don't know. Maybe you guys will judge me, but it's actually a book called Almond Eyes and Lotus Feet. It's by Sharda Dwivedi and Shalini Devi Holkar, and this is a book about the Indian traditions that have remained in beauty and health, which have been passed on. Like I don't think we practice them anymore. At least I don't, and I haven't seen my mother practice them, but I'm pretty certain my grandmother would have practiced them, but apparently they didn't come down to us. And it talks about all the ingredients and the herbs people used to make at home. What were their beauty rituals, health rituals, Ayurveda, and so on. And it's very interesting to know how the life was sometime around independence, how the royalties were breaking apart, and how the families used to function, how the family doctors used to be like, what were the concoctions when proper Western medicine did not exist. So it's a very interesting book. It's like your grandmother telling you the story of her growing up. But yeah, do check out this book. It was recommended to me by there's this brilliant um, journalist called Aparna Gupta, and she writes for Verb as well. It's a magazine, and she had recommended this book to me, Almond Eyes and Lotus Feet. If I want to discover more about, I love skincare, and she recommended this book to me in case I want to discover more about skincare, hair care, and how to practice a number of things at home. There are certain things that you might not like because these are the customs that we no longer follow. Because we've come a long way since then as a society, as individuals. But it's definitely a book you should pick up, especially if you want to learn how the lives of women were uh, inside palaces and inside their houses, what they were allowed to. And it's a little ridiculous at certain places, but it's great nonetheless. Um, okay. Can you please say that book names again? It's Almond Eyes and Lotus Feet, and it's Indian Traditions in Beauty and Health, and it's by Sharda Dwivedi and Shalini Devi Holkar. Here's the book. I actually was looking for another copy of this book. It's I think, a little prettier. But yes. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry if I'm not able to pick up any questions. Do feel free to drop a super chat and I'll address it for sure. What are your thoughts on Gabriel Garcia Marquez? I love the way. Thank you so much, Kasturi. That's so nice of you. I really like Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Um, yeah, I'm yet to read a couple of his. I really am dying to read. I think it's a collection of his letters, or I think he talks about his journalism in a book. I don't remember its name. I really am looking forward to that one. I gifted Watchmen to my brother 3 years back. He didn't read it. I'm going to do it for this month at least. Hey, Jatin, that's actually lovely. If any of you guys have already read Watchmen, please let me know. Give me, like, I'm genuinely looking for inspiration because I am struggling to pick it up and I really want to finish it before the stream ended because I remember this one time I did not finish the book for the month on time. It was If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler, and I felt so guilty about it. I literally had dreams, not with Italo Calvino in it, but I don't know, with me struggling. Hey, there's a very nice comment by Nick. Thank you, Chalchitra team, for making this community. It is always interesting to watch your videos. Keep doing it. Thank you so much, Nick. And guys, if you're joining the stream, do like the stream. And also, that reminds me, guys, हमारी merch भी आई है. You can find it on kadakmerch.com. We are planning to bring more, um, what would you say? But do check it out. And if you've bought the merch already, do share the screenshot or do share your photograph with us. It will make us so happy. So happy. And yeah, do check out the merch. It's actually amazing. Like sometimes, so I have the merch in black and white, but I prefer the color black more. And sometimes I just unintentionally am wearing it throughout the day, and then it just happens that for the streams, I find myself just wearing the t-shirt, and then I don't know. Sometimes I just have to push myself to wear something else because it's just makes me feel so emotional and nice. But yeah, have I read Murakami? I've read a couple of his short stories, and we read this book together in the month of, I think it was Feb. We read Kafka on the Shore, and we had an extended conversation about it. I have certain problems with his writing, but he's a lovely writer nonetheless. Say whatever. I want to read the book you would never suggest to anyone. Thanks. Please try R.D. Sharma and H.C. Verma. Vagabond series is one of the most exciting, gory, yet so philosophical manga. Thanks. I'll check it out. Have you read Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka? Is there so this is interesting, but guys, also if you have any feedback for the channel, please let me know. We are trying so many new things on the channel. It's it's crazy in a good way. I'm looking for the word there, but it just feels very wholesome at the end of the day because we're trying so many new things on the channel, and it just makes us very happy. The movie quiz is running so well, and the movie quiz is there. There are so many streams that are coming on the channel. There are so many new people who are joining us for the streams. Uh, do let us know if you have any feedback for us. And yeah, read Catcher in the Rye and Lust for Life based on Dhruv's recommendation. Fell in love with Lust for Life. Hey, did you not like Catcher in the Rye? I'm a little hurt. This is Sakshi. Well, I'm so glad you liked it. Vaani is on fire today. Hey there. Thank you so much. Um, okay. I am reading Watchmen. I was struggling initially, but it picks up later on. Give it like 100 pages at least. Oh, thanks, Anandit. I was complaining, right? I haven't even started. I'm on the second page, I think. Like, first page is done, and then 1.5 pages are done. I'm complaining already. Oh, thank you so much, but yeah. But if you have any suggestion in terms of feedback, what are you liking on the channel? What would you like to see more? I know we are not able to do a lot of Q&A streams and feedback streams now. But if you have any feedback for us, do share it with us. You can always write to us on vaani@chalchitratalks.com, vaibhav@chalchitratalks.com. You can write to anyone in the team and you can share your feedback with us. And this is also essentially you can stream with us right now. Hey, Sanjeev commented, Vaani, you're the best. Thanks, Sanjeev. This channel means a lot to me. Hey, it means a lot to me as well. The Gaurav has asked a question. During group streams, do I still turn to side and pick up reading? No, I don't. I listen to everyone on this stream. I don't know. A few weeks ago, there was this trend like whenever I would stream with someone, people would just comment, I'm sleepy. No, I'm not sleepy. I'm never sleepy on the streams. I love listening to people. Jatin has a feedback. Chalchitra Talks is a hey wait, it got lost. Is the most wholesome channel. Hey, that's really nice. Thank you so much. Pathik ki stream kab hogi? Hey Parantap. So Pathik, I hope it's the correct pronunciation though. So Pathik wasn't feeling well. Hopefully he should return next week. Do message him on Instagram, reach out to him on whatever platform you are in touch with him. Wish him all the best, wish him well, and ask him whenever he's coming back. Okay, how? I think you guys should also recommend books related to Indian history and how Indian politics, like India. Sure, Varun, we'll take that up. We'll try to do that, dude. Just keep it raw and real the way it is. Thanks, commenter. Hey, Ujjwal, we have. Okay, I'm also a little hungry, so I'm going to eat along with it. But hey, Ujjwal, there was this. There's this stream. There's this episode. The episode is already live, dude. Shweta. The episode of Shweta is already live. So Vaibhav did this amazing channel. It's a no, not channel. Amazing episode with Shweta, and it's actually brilliant. They talk about random things. I don't know. They started with talking about YouTube and other things, and they eventually ended up on Korean music. And it's actually a very fine episode. But when you do watch it with a little open mind, because there are certain things that both of them have their own way of speaking, and it just might offend someone. Like a few people were offended. I don't know how, but yeah, do watch it with open mind. But it's an amazing episode, a brilliant episode. Hey, we have a super chat by Divya Krotu. I hope it's the correct pronunciation. Your channel is the reason I don't turn off my YouTube notifications on my phone. Please recommend me any one book from your all-time favorites. Hey, thank you so much. This is such a wholesome comment. I'll just think about it and then I'll recommend it to you because you've given us a super chat. Obviously, take the recommendation that I've recommended today in my episode. But apart from that, try The Little Prince as well. And I'll just think of another third unique recommendation and I'll get back to you. But hey, thank you for the super chat. That title is misleading. Hey, Birat, we always try reading and then people disappear. So the segment is in a way known as Reading Books with Vaani. Hey, first time I'm joining your channel. Hey, Sivan, thank you so much. I hope you're liking it here. I also, I don't know, I shouldn't announce it as yet, but Vaibhav has been inspiring me a lot these days to watch TV shows and movies. And I just started watching The Boys, and it's a brilliant TV show. I don't know if it's brilliant. It's a great TV show. And I also started watching Succession. So I am yet to start the second episode, but I'm already like, I just think if I put it out there, it will encourage me to finish it because how when it was out in the public that I hadn't seen Black Friday, and then everyone would just keep on asking me about Black Friday, and then it just became a thing. And then I had to watch it in peer pressure. So I feel if I put it out there that I'm watching these two TV shows, I'll just be forced to finish it. Hey, hey, this is an interesting comment. Hi, Avash. Avash, please let me know if the correct pronunciation. I genuinely, when I ask you guys that is it the correct pronunciation, I genuinely want to know because I'm terrible with pronunciations. So I hope it's Avash or Avash. Please correct me. Uh, some books to control hormonal imbalance, teens problem. That's just so I did not, when I was a teenager, I did not, I think I read a lot of Chicken Soup for Teenage Soul, which isn't a great recommendation. But just read a lot of fiction if you can. No, not fiction. Try, mhm. That will depend on a lot of things, but try to read a lot of books that talk about emotions. There is one called Attached, which will be a little advanced in thinking what books to recommend. So when my sibling was about to turn 13, I gave him this book, a little book for boys. I think it was something like that. And it had all the things about that people, boys his age, should know. I think he knew a lot more because kids these days are very much advanced because of internet and stuff. And I feel like an old woman when I say it out there. But read as many books as you can, of course, but try to read fiction as well, and I think you'll be good. Hormonal imbalance is just very natural. Do not get awkward because of the teenage stuff that's happening right now, and you'll get through it. I don't think that was a great reply to what you were looking for, but yeah, let me know what kind of hormonal imbalances you're looking for. Okay. On what platform did I watch Black Friday? I don't remember. It was either Netflix or Prime. I think so. I am a literature student. I do have love for literature, but I don't know why I can't complete the novels prescribed in my course. Like I begin reading them and get bored. Hey, Harsh, it's okay. Like sometimes the books that are recommended to us are just not our type, so it's okay. Do not feel conscious because of it. You'll find a book that I mean, I'm pretty certain you read books apart from your course as well, and you're able to finish them right. But it's important for your syllabus as well, right? So do finish them, buddy. Um, Hey Jatin, can you guys rearrange and organize the playlist in the channel because there are way too many and it's hard to create. Jatin will definitely get to it. Thank you so much for the feedback. I have just clicked a screenshot of it and I'll just keep in mind that we work on this after in some time. Yeah. Do you read books that go against your morals? My friend has been suggesting me to read Lolita, but I've been avoiding it. Hey Robin Hood, I do read books that go against my morals. I think that's like, how would you realize the perspective of somebody else? Or like, it's just if you keep on reading the books that resonate with you, there is something wrong. Try to read books that challenge you. Of course, keep an open mind because you can't follow them blindly, but um, read whatever books you can. And of course, don't follow the books blindly, yes, but read as many books as you can. There's a problem if whatever is written in a book is something that you agree with or is something that you resonate with. Read books that challenge you, and that's the only way you can grow, and that's the only way you utilize your reading. And this implies for every book out there. If there is something that goes just I don't know, you pick up Lolita, it will teach you a lot. Obviously, it is something that we don't agree with, but then the whole idea is to develop a perspective that allows you to differentiate between what is right and wrong and gives you a whole new sense of what you want in life. So read as many books as you can. Hey Warren, thank you so much for the super chat. A Fine Balance by Rohan Mistry is good read, covering both Indian politics and social issues. Thank you so much for your recommendation. We'll for sure try it out. Okay. Um, do I recommend any magazines or weeklies or blogs by any chance? Yes, definitely. Check out Brain Pickings by Maria Popova. I just realized this has become a recommendation stream. Guys, do like the stream. Let's 155 people are watching. Let's get to 200 people. But yeah, there is, check out Brain Pickings. Check out, I have very basic recommendations in that ways. I follow Literary Hub, Electric Literature. I also follow Brain Pickings. Those are the things that I genuinely constantly read, and those are the ones I can think of from the top of my head. Um, Rudra has said, how can I publish my own poems? I've written some. Please reply. So there's an episode on my channel. It was my conversation with Zuni Chopra. She by the time she was 17, she had published 4 books, and there is a brief segment where we talk about publishing. So there are 2 ways: you can either find a publishing house, or you can get self-published. So there's more over there, and those are the 2 ways you can. But yeah. Naval Ravikant is a must read. Yeah, he is. I was listening to the I can't remember, but I was listening to an audiobook that talks about him, and it's amazing. Yeah. Hey, guys, do share your feedback as well. There was this. I mean, I remember we had brilliant feedback by Jatin, I guess, and we'll work on it in terms of playlists. So if you have any suggestion which you think we can do better on the channel, do let us know. We would definitely take that recommendation or feedback seriously. Visha, I don't know if I answered this or addressed this comment in before this, but Vishal is saying that, like the stream on mythology, would love to watch more streams on such topics. Definitely, we'll try to do more of those. It just gets a little problematic. So we were thinking it gets a little problematic to get a lot of um, experts at the same time, but we are trying to start hosting panels as well from all walks of life, from people who host podcasts, who run podcasts, to stylists, to skincare specialists, to authors, to, I don't know, experts in mythology, etc., etc. Any book recommendations for being diplomatic? I am not sure if I ever tried to read a book, uh, but yeah. Hey, Muhammad, thank you so much for your recommendation. The Lonely Century by Nurena Hertz. I hadn't heard of this book. Thank you so much. I'll pick it up as soon as my books are done and dusted with. Um, hey, Abhiram has said, what are my recommendations for honing one's spoken English skills? I read as many books as you can. There is no particular book for recommendation. Also, watch a lot of English movies. Watch them with subtitles. Watch them without subtitles. After some time, you will realize there'll be a positive change the way you speak. Um, Please get Shobita Dhulipala on this channel for a recommendation video. She's a voracious reader. Hey, thank you so much, Snehasis, for the recommendation. We'll definitely try something. But guys, if you want some people to come on this channel, read them as well so that they know of us. And then, therefore, whenever we approach them, they've already heard of us. Sometimes it just makes our lives so much easier. Hey, 150 people are watching us. Guys, do like the stream. Make a session on Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. So we can. I don't know how to do a session on that because I still haven't read the book. I'm dying to read the book once I get back. But this is something we can definitely try. Um, it's a great book, especially if someone, yeah. Hey, Harsha has commented. The channel has helped me get through a lot of things. It remains closest to our heart. Thank you so much, Harsha. So we actually, Parantap, have a separate channel for podcasts called Second Last Supper. If you haven't checked out this channel yet, it's our sister channel, Second Last Supper, and we post podcasts there. Do check out that channel. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh, wait, there is a super chat by Mayank. Started reading in 2020 and now in 2021 I'm writing poetry on Instagram. Really helped me to express myself being a shy introvert guy. Hey, that's amazing, Mayank. And Dakshesh just became a patron. Hey, Dakshesh, do write to us and we'll add you. So he's become a gladiator. Do write to us and we'll add you to a group of your choice um, on WhatsApp. Okay, yeah, okay, Abhijit has commented, you need fantasy book recommendations. I've read one a week, one every week for the last 7 years. Hey, okay, so I really want to pick up fantasy for our a book a month because I think fantasy is something I'm yet to discover properly. And fantasy is something not a lot of people read, and there's a lot of bias around it. So we do recommend us a book, and we'll for sure pick it up in the future, a book a month recommendations, in a book a month series. Sorry, because we really, really, really want to. I mean, I personally want to pick up um, fantasy. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments, sir. Please do share do give us super chats, and I'll for sure address them. Until then, it's just yeah. Hey, Sandra read a book of simple living, and it's one of her favorites now. Do we have book clubs in India like the US? Samkit, what kind of book clubs are you looking for? Because we have one right here on Chalchitra Talks, and we read one book every month. Have you read Moonwalking with Einstein, the Doctor? I haven't read the book, but I am dying to pick it up. I've heard so much about this book, and unfortunately, it doesn't get delivered to where I live. So I'll either have to download an ebook, which I particularly do not want to do. But yeah, yes, we should definitely pick up Neil Gaiman. Guys, it's just May. It's fifth month chal raha hai. We are picking up graphic novel. We've read magical realism. We've read a non-fiction, which is sort of a memoir. We've read postmodern literature. We've read coming of age. Coming of age. What would you call that one? Coming of age, young adult. So I think we're doing great. There are only 12 books. We for sure will pick up another. So we're in the fifth month, and now seven more to go. We'll definitely pick up fantasy. We'll definitely pick up another autobiography. We'll definitely pick up a collection of short stories. We'll definitely pick up a translated piece of literature and two more books. But yeah, okay. Hey Gauri Krishna. Okay, Gauri Krishna. Hi Vaani, it is surprising given how few people know about your channel, given the quality of the content. Hey, that thank you so much. I'll take that as a compliment. But if you really want to help us grow our channel, do like the stream, do share our channel with other people around you, do subscribe to it because it really helps us a lot. We've grown so much as a community, and it always makes it better when there are more people you can celebrate this joy with. Like a book a month started with I think about 300 I think 300 400 signups, and now we're close to 1,000, and it's amazing how many people read the books in a month. How do I buy my books? I usually order them from Amazon. Okay, is my video lagging? I'm really sorry. But yeah, I usually order them from Amazon or I check out the local bookstores. But since I can't go out, I usually order them from Amazon now. There are also like for Hindi, I order them from Vaani Prakashan, which is a publishing house in Delhi, but I haven't done so in quite a while. Mm. Picked Susan Sontag based on your recommendations. You did. I'm still reading her regarding the pain of others because it just grew. I don't know why I was reading a lot of depressing stuff at the beginning of May. And I gave up after Mouse, and I was reading regarding the pain of others, and I quit after first chapter because it just became a little too emotionally stimulating for me. So I'm trying to pick up Watchmen, and that's why I'm reading a book on beauty and health. But yeah, pick up whatever helps you in these time, guys. And just pick up whatever you want to. And this is something I'd said in a video, the first video that came out in 2021 of me. I said this thing that do not be afraid to get judged. So read whatever you want to. There are certain people who come and ask, like, can I read Chaitanya? Of course you can, as long as your mind grows. That's what's required. Hey, no name number 2 has said, check out Watchmen Motion Comics. Hey, thanks. I'll do check it out. I've heard of Milk Teeth again. I haven't read it. I've heard a lot about this book. There are so many books that I've been listening about, and I keep on ordering them. And the speed with which I read is not good enough. But yeah. Hi Ravi, we are reading Mouse. I'm not sure where my copy is. I think it's there. Oh wait, yeah. It's that one. We're reading Mouse, and an additional one that we've picked up is Watchmen. So do check it out. It will be in the description. The link will be in the description box below. Hey Abhijit, could you also email this to me and recommendations to me in terms of fantasy books? I really, really want to pick up some fantasy apart from Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Do I know Merchant of Venice? Of course, I know Merchant of Venice. Satya, I haven't written a book. I'm sorry. I haven't published any books. Puneet, you're in for a ride, buddy. Please be active in Goodreads. Hey, Moon, thank you for reminding me. I try to be very active. I am going to do detailed feedback, not detailed, but like at least a few one-liners or two-liners of feedbacks on the books that I finished reading as well. But I just feel very wrong when I read the books because it just very is subjective, and we had a good debate on it once on the channel as well. How do you rate books? Is Mouse depressing? It is emotionally challenging at places. But when you are done reading it, it's worth it because you'll understand people around you a lot better. It just increased my empathy by 2 folds. I have 2 to 3 folds. Okay. Does it happen that you read one book more than once? Hey, I do read a lot of books more than once. One of them is something I recommended today. I keep on going back to books. Hey Neha, what if we share the channel? Not all people have that kind of intellectual capability to understand your comment. That's why you guys are underrated. I think it's okay. People grow with their own speed, and sometimes people get left behind because you can't grow at the same speed with everyone, right? So people get ahead of you, people get left behind. And it's always like you can only try to be big or to reach out to more people, and it's the rest is up to them. You'll always like there's one fear that I have that we grow a lot more, and there'll be a few hate comments as well, but that's the a sense of growing, right? Every good if there are always two sides of coin. So all we can do is we can try our best to engage as many people as we can, and to talk about, to have meaningful conversations, as many meaningful conversations as we can. Eventually it's up to the other person to respond. So you can't do anything about their response, but you can actually try and build or contribute with something that you think brings or adds value to the other person. Hey, Anantita is saying the things that I should say. Like the stream, guys. Please like the stream. Please keep making more videos. It'll keep me that I know nothing and that there is. Hey, Vinamrit, thank you so much. We'll definitely do so. Aditya said that he started reading pretty late in college, and he isn't certain if he should read more books like Enid Blyton. Enid Blyton. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. I think it's wonderful. Read her anyway. I still read children's books. Never be afraid to pick up children's books. Some good dystopian novel recommendations. So, Priya, I don't have a lot of dystopian novel recommendations. I think you would have heard of them already. If you haven't read The Factory, read The Factory. But there's this one author that I'd like to recommend. Her name is Ursula Kele. It's Ursula. I'll just quickly Google Ursula K. She's an American author. I hope I'm getting the name right. She's written this. She's written a lot of short stories. She's written a lot of books as well. But this one story that somehow killed something inside of me was this short story called "Those Who Walk Away from Omelas," and I've never been the same. Do check it out. It might not be the exact dystopia that you want to read, but it's still beautiful. Great, there is silence. It somehow, I usually like silence, but then somehow it just feels very pressurizing that when you're streaming, you have to speak continuously, else it just gets awkward for both the user and for yourself, because then you would just be staring at my face, doing absolutely nothing, sitting here awkwardly. Is there a way to contribute to content on your channel? Hey, they do write to me on Vaani at the chalchitratalks.com. You can also write to Vaibhav. And do share what you have in mind. And if it's, we can try to make this work out. Okay, I'm still trying to make sense of what a few comments mean. My favorite Indian non-fiction writer. Hi Dakshesh. I really like Harsh Mandir. Harsh Mandir is someone I think he introduced me to the world of non-fiction in terms of India, and he's one person that I really like. Hey Aditya, I actually tried doing it once. It failed badly because the lighting was so bad. But definitely, we can try doing that. Suggest me a day when we should do that. I think an ideal day would be in the afternoon because the nights are mostly jam-packed with lovely people that we have over. But yeah, let me know if you guys would actually want to stream like that. Dave, don't you feel awkward talking to the camera? I do sometimes. That's why I continuously crave comments and likes and subscribers. But yeah. How many books have I read in my lifetime? I have no idea. Hey Phoenix, do you want more of those sessions? Hey, thank you so much. Guys, do like the stream. Let's hit 200 concurrent subscribers. They seem very far off, but well. You know what? Like sometimes I usually, whenever I do these solo streams, there are so many books that I discover, and then there's so much added pressure because I'm already trailing behind in terms of books because there are so many books to read, and then you guys recommend so many new books. And it's just like, hey, I'm yet to read that. And then but yeah. Hey, Madhav, I take that. Madhav is a patron, and I take that, Madhav, you read a lot of graphic novels, dude. What are your favorite graphic novels? Hey, Kumar Gaurav is here. Every time Kumar Gaurav name comes up, and I know his name comes up a lot these days, is because I just go like, hey, Kumar Gaurav is watching, and then I'm like, no, it's Gaurav. Sorry. I there's this annual prize distribution we host on the channel. It's called the Dundies, and there's this Dundie that's given for the for the funniest person on the channel. And I'm trying to lobby my way in at least for the nominations, but clearly, I won't make it through because of my sense of humor. Huge shout out to you guys for doing such a fab job. Sneha is praising us so much. इतने लड्डू मिल रहे हैं हमें. So many brownies and sweets forever. Lovely end to a rather hectic day. Hey, nice. Shanae is saying, don't feel pressure. Art can never be consumed under pressure. Yes, absolutely right. This is something I have to remind myself again and again, especially when I keep on discovering new stuff. Because I think the first instinct is to read everything you can, watch every good thing that you know of, do whatever you can. And then you realize, oh, there's so much. And then you also have to make a living and then eat, sleep properly, breathe. But then, yeah, you have to remind yourself constantly that there are only so many things that you can do at a time. But well, have you, I haven't read Becoming, Shivani. I've listened to the audiobook. It is narrated by Michelle Obama on Audible, and it's brilliant. Yeah, he does. That's this. Web is very funny actually, but I just wish like we can have. Um, I mean, I just wish I can lobby my way in for the nominations for the funniest person on Chalchitra Talks, and then lobby my way to win it. It will not happen, but okay. Mm. We haven't discussed Frederick. I got really excited, Taran. I'm sorry. We haven't discussed Frederick Backman. Yes, we haven't. Um, do I sometimes read for pleasure and I sometimes read. I mostly read for pleasure, but sometimes I read under the pressure to complete a book. Not number of books, but to complete a book. Has the book discussion concluded? Or yeah. Mm. Are you a night owl or a morning person? I love staying up at night. I love waking up early in the morning. I hate the afternoons. There was a time after college, a brief time after college, where it was easy. So I would stay up all night, all morning, and I would sleep in the afternoon because that would be very comfy. Best time. Mm, thank you for it. Oh God. I lent my copy of Before Sunrise and Before Sunset to a friend. She hasn't returned it yet. I should never forgive her, right? Yeah, to each his own. I haven't forgiven my friend for not returning my copies. What do you do with friends like that? You don't want to call them friends, but you have to maintain the friendship because, hey, they still have your book, right? What book am I reading today? It was just a session of conversation. What do I do to relax without actually using a brain at all? I mean, watching, reading, or watching what? Um, I usually, uh, I usually take. So I watch a lot of Bollywood films then, or I just exercise or go for a run, or I sleep. I don't know. Um, Soumya Singh is here. They she hates Godfathers too. Afternoons. Sorry, nobody hates Godfathers. We love Godfathers. I'm sorry. Godfathers are our favorites, patrons. But no, I hate afternoons too. Yeah. How do you get in the habit of reading? I wish Weber was here because he knows the exact answer to this. Um, Read regularly. Set a particular time where you just read 30 minutes each day. Start with 15 minutes. Go take it up to 30, and then eventually you'll just read whenever you get the time. Or set targets for yourself 5 pages today, 10 pages today. Scale it up as you go. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, guys, I'll do another. Do like the stream. Now, 160 of us are here in the same room. Do like the stream and do let me know if you have any feedback. Also, We have finally launched our merchandise as well. It's available on kadakmerch.com, and it's really nice. Do check it out. If in case you go ahead and buy it, do share a photograph with us on Instagram. Send it to us on emails. It'll just make us so happy. And there are so many things that we're trying on the channel, and we love to hear from you. So do give us feedback if you have any ideas you'd like us to experiment. Do share them with us, and we'll for sure consider them. Hey, Shivani loved our recent stream with TVF aspirants. That's great. That's amazing. Someone is playing a prank in the comments. I don't know. Your stream is ASMR. Hey, thanks, Chaitanya. What? This reminds me, I also have a podcast on our sister channel, which is Second Last Supper. The third episode will be out soon. And yes, do check it out. It's an amazing, amazing channel. Hey, hi Rashmi, loved Ages for Hawk, recommended by you. Could you kindly recommend a book that discusses the notion of beauty and its various aspects? What kind of beauty are you talking about here? Ravenclaw? I don't like Ravenclaw. That's an amazing, amazing house. Hmm. Oh. You really think I'm Ravenclaw? Sorry, I got distracted. I'm sorry. Hey, please bring Namita more. You know what? You should raid her DMs so she comes more. But she's an amazing person. She had done a recommendations episode on our channel. Check it out. Do check out her Instagram as well. She recommends some amazing, amazing books there. I've just ordered the book she recommended the other day on our live stream, and it was amazing. Hi Kumar Gaurav, we'll definitely try. We'll definitely try as soon as you send a photograph. Pinched normal people based on your recent stream with TVF. Loved it. Hey Malvika, that's amazing. Any other recommendation like that? I usually don't recommend TV shows, but I am watching again. Not under peer pressure, but I hope there is enough peer pressure after the stream on me to finish these two TV shows. One is Succession, the other one is The Boys. It's just, yeah. Do I have a Goodreads account? I do actually. If any of our moderators are watching this, please share my Goodreads account. Or you can find me on Goodreads as Vaani Mahesh as well. I'll be there. What's happening in the comments? Daily Rituals, yes, that's the book. What are my thoughts on audiobooks? I definitely recommend it. If you are in a slumber, pick up an audiobook, read it along with the book, and you'll definitely get into the groove after some time. But otherwise, also listen to this. It's amazing. But I think that's for it, guys. We should end the stream. I will end the stream pretty soon. But yeah, any final thoughts? These are the last 15 minutes of the stream because I realized it usually takes me more than a minute to wrap up the stream. It usually goes on to 15 minutes of hey, good night, see you again. So well, yeah. Neil Gaiman is mostly famous for his books like American Gods, but most people forget that he became famous for his Sandman. I have heard a lot about Sandman actually. Hmm. Any startup related books? Hey Rupesh, check out this book we read for. I know you already heard of it. It's Shoe Dog, but it's amazing. There's also this. I don't know if people will like it, and that's why I've never recommended it on the channel. It's called the. I'll just confirm the name. It's called the 2 Minute Revolution. It's on the art of growing business, and it's about Maggie and how this 2 minute branding made it so big. Okay, Don't exit via texting. No, I'm not getting. I don't want to be mean and all, guys, but I'm not getting any super chats. They'll too try, Mira. No, but I'll just. Do I follow a fitness regimen? No, I don't. I rely on my friends to motivate me. Would but yeah. What is up with Cake Critic in the comments? Thanks for your time. Great stream. Keep going. Thank you so much. 0 to 1. Yes. Yes, Darren Mansell. Yes. There's also another book that I really like. I think my only complaint with that book is that each chapter is about a brand, which is great, but it's only a page long and it's a collection of stories about brands. It's called From Ideas to Brands. I think wait from ideas to iconic brands. Yes, from ideas to iconic brands. It's a very interesting read. Okay. I bought Azadi by Arundhati Roy. Yes, great read. My favorite book of poetry. I don't remember its name. This was something I'd stolen from my father's bookshelf because it only had technical books. He's an engineer, and there was just one. I think there were just two books that were non-technical. One was The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Oh my God, I have so many. Just give me 1 second. So there were so many. I have so many copies of Adventures of Tom Sawyer, but that's one. And there was this other book that had a collection of poetry. But if I had to recommend you a book of poetry, it would be anything by Faiz Ahmed Faiz. I know it's very mainstream, but anything by Faiz Ahmed Faiz and Mary Oliver. There's also Mary Oliver is one person that I really like, um, and by Emily Dickinson. Uh, Wait, someone had commented, what are my thoughts on Ruskin Pond? I think I missed something. Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn? It's Tom Sawyer. I know there's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn as well, but I'm talking about the Adventures of Tom Sawyer. It's amazing. It's a beautiful book. Any science fiction recommendations? Oh yes. I left Sex and Lies halfway. Should I complete it? Why did you leave it halfway? Like, was it disturbing? Was it too much? Like, I'm just curious. Oh, it's Angad Veer. Hey, Hemu is here. Would you recommend a book? I am 18-year-old boy on topics like uniqueness of character building. That depends. Like your question, there are two answers. One is because everything you get a chance to read because that will just open your perspective. And the second is like it would have be a very subjective recommendation. And I think I don't know you well enough to recommend you that ways. But yeah, this has been an amazing stream, guys. If you're still watching, do like the stream and okay, and do let me know what you think about if you have any feedback for us. Yeah, someone had asked for a good have I read Shadow and Bone? I haven't. Three Body Problem. The last lecture was really amazing, thought, though you recommended it a while ago. Yeah, it's an amazing book. I think the lecture is even better because, not even better, but lecture is as good as the book because you get to see it firsthand. There's also this, before I go, because a few minutes are left, I want to recommend this journal to you guys. If the moderators are here, I would, if Priyansh or anyone from the team is watching, please share it in the description as well. A link to the journal. It's called okay. I'll just confirm the name of the journal because I kind of recently discovered it again. Um, and it's a 5-year journal diary. I think it's available on Amazon as well. And it's very interesting because it asks you a question each day and you just have to reply. Um, you have to reply to it and come back to it. You come back to it after each year. And it's very interesting because yeah, every year you come back to your answer changes. I mean, I did not take full, I did not actually. I started writing something and then a few years, I mean, I did not continue with the process. And then a few years later, I turned back and I was like, hey, this is what I thought a few years ago. And so check out that book. And I think if you want to get into journaling, it's a great start. Hey, Prathamesh has given us a super chat. Thank you so much. Why not a fiction book, non-fiction book like The Big Short? I'm sorry, I haven't read the book, but thank you so much. I'll definitely pick it up. But yeah. Did I read Hamlet? Yes, I did. It wasn't in our syllabus, but I read it like because it was available in the library. But I don't think I read it like as sometimes we're taught in our classroom, we are taught to read books in a certain way, and that really helps with understanding Shakespeare, with your understanding of Shakespeare. I think I wasn't able to explore the whole beauty of Hamlet because I read it on my own. Um, but yeah, this has been a great read, guys. I'm just going to end the stream now. And thank you so much for watching it. And if you have any feedback for us, do let me know. If you have uh, do check out our merch on kadakmerch.com. It's amazing. It just feels very wholesome to put a piece of you out there, especially in terms of merchandise, because it just feels like we're finally getting to building a tribe. And apart from that, there are so many things that are happening. The movie quiz is happening on Tuesday. Hindol is doing a fantastic job. The finale is on Tuesday. And I think finals with there is KV, there is Neville, there is um, Rahul Desai, there is Abhinav, and you must join us to watch it. And do share with me what kind of I don't know what would you like to see more on the channel. And I will end the stream now. Oh, before I go, before I go, do take care of yourself. Follow all the precautions. Stay inside. Wear a mask, and take care of yourself and your mental health and others around you. Be kind. Everyone is feeling very frustrated during these days. Everybody is having a tough time. So be nice, be accommodating, and be cooperative, and be very kind to people around you because you don't know what the other person might be going through. So take care, and I'll see you guys soon.